full contact jousting, not exactly playing around. And we have Patrick Lamke, who has been around a while. If you've been to the Highland Games, you know him as the Black Knight. Welcome, Patrick.
How you doing? Good to see you again and again and again and again.
Again and again. You were here. You've been here a long time. You were here at the beginning.
Yes, sir, I was. I was actually here back when Dr. Durwood, well, a lot less people, a lot less tents here, and we'd do an 8-man joust out there, do sword fighting out in the field when the planes were flying over us. You know, to see it evolve as it's gone and evolved on. My hat's off to Dr. Durwood for the persistence and believing in us as a sport and helping it carry on. This will always be our home base.
How did you go from the idea of working with jousting, where it's kind of like play acting, but sort of to this, which is actually a full contact, a real sport where you're really scoring points and winning?
Well, you know, it's having a variety of experiences of doing from the play jousting to this, to have it transition over to doing the full contact. It's in your blood for those who carry it out. I mean, a lot of guys that come out and they'll do the jousting, and they don't realize, wow, this is for real. And then their attitude changes. They're not going into a French accent and playing their part in the Renaissance fair. This is for real, man. There's no play, okay? Brothers and sisters are out here to compete, and that makes the difference. And that also brings the bond in even closer. So, you know, that's what I enjoy about it. That's what it's a break away from. I mean, I'm an actor, I mean, you know, but I'm not acting out there. I don't need to. I'm myself. Same with everybody else. And then the competition is real, and that's what makes it even more fun.
Describe to people who may be watching it for the first time, and we see the horses galloping each other, we see the lances break, but there's a little bit more that goes on right before that, when everybody's getting ready, somebody's handing you those lances. What's the process like? How many runs are made? How is a champion determined?
Well, a champion is determined, of course, by their accuracy of their lance, the presentation of, well, depending on the style, the light armor, the heavy armor. A lot of variables can happen. You can have horse problems. You can be just thinking about something else. Your ex-wife from the past that day.
Probably not a good moment to do that.
No, it's not. All the exes stay in Texas. So I mean, a lot of things go through it, and there's not one night out there that's not afraid. Okay, you know, they can say what they want, but they're not. You bubble through it, you go through, and as long as the best feeling in the world is when I see a lance coming at me and it's aiming for my throat, aiming right here, because I know that's where it's going to be, and it's a true hit, and that makes it all good, makes it all worth it. When the ground crew hands you the lance, I tell you what, there's a lot of frustration that goes on down there. If somebody doesn't hand something to you right, well, you got to chew them out because they're new, but get it right to the right spot. As soon as that's dialed in and that horse is ready to go, because he's just as eager as you are, bang on.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
What about these animals we see? I mean, we know the riders are there. We know what kind of danger they're in. The names get called. The riders come into the arena. The riders are ready. How are the horses responding?
Well, the horses are really the true champions of this. I mean, we're the guys that sit on the back, and they allow us to do it. When you see them pummel through one after another, after another, after another, after another, my God, you know, they're brothers. It amazes me. The connection into the bond. It's funny because for years and years I have always been a pilot. I consider like driving F-16s being a knight. I've gone to do shows and tournaments, and I've always had somebody else hand me a horse. Hi, how you doing, horse? Let's go. And now I train horses, and I'm working with them, and it's totally opposite. I mean, I've always had a connection to them, but even more now to see their heart. And it just moves me every time to see. I'm watching more now the heart of the horse, and it's just that just gives me more juice.
What about this Black Knight thing? How did that evolve?
Well, there's a couple things behind it.
Go to the one we can actually put on air.
Well, for one thing, you know, I was adopted. And I have the people who adopted me were fantastic, wonderful people. And so I really never had a family heritage that my bloodline was, and so I didn't really like take on a. Everybody else gets to have their colors and their curriculum of their emblems, so I didn't. So I just said I'll be black, and came up with a logo of whatever it might be to create my new look. The Black Knight also, to me, is a combination of all the colors. It's not, if you take them all together and it's one color, it's black. And people always think that the Black Knight is the bad guy. In the olden days, the Black Knight was the leader, the warrior priest, if you want to call it, whatever it might be. But it was the good guy. And for years I had played the bad guy, and I transitioned over to it's not such a bad guy. He's funny.
He's a likable kind of guy.
You gotta love me.
I feel the warmth and the fuzzies.
Yeah. You feel. But yeah, so I mean, that's part of it. And then the third part of being the Black Knight is all these guys, these honorable knights, which I once, they polish all day and they work on their armor. I spray paint it, man. Done. Duct tape, get out there, hit. I'm not a Renaissance guy. I don't have to go do Renaissance fairs and be accurate. I have to do the sport, get out there and do it. Ultimately, yeah, I'll probably get me a really awesome suit of armor, but I'll spray paint it black anyway.
If people want to give this a shot or want to find out more about what you do, about the horse training, about training to be this kind of activity or this kind of athlete, website or somewhere to get in touch with you?
Well, yeah, you can go to my email, jouster1a@yahoo.com. I also have Knight's Edge it's a Facebook, Knight's Edge, or any other of the Knights will tell you where my school might be. I've had a school in California, I've had a school in Texas, I've had a school in Canada. Right now I'm in Missouri, and so I'll have a school there. Anybody wants to come to do it, and if they're serious, they can do it. Now, I also have Sherwood Forest is building me an entire Ren Fair arena set up for everything. So people who really are serious, they want to come down and do it, they can go through the levels to get there. Unlike other troops that are out there that will say, "Oh, we'll make you a knight right away." Some people, yeah, but realistically, I mean, I'm honest, I'm straight. This is how it is. Get on, learn to ride. These are the levels. Once you can go to that point, I'll push you to get to that point. There's freaks of nature like Shane and Charlie who I train. That, oh my God, give me 10 more of them and they'll watch the sport blow up. It's, it already is. So, so I like to take the people who are ready at this point, get there, that can ride or whatever, and then take them to the next level and sit back and watch and go, yeah. Oh, you're done good.
Thanks, Patrick.
All right. Thank you.
Our winner for 2010 is Charlie Andrews. You got a haircut since the last time I saw you.
Yes, sir. It was down to about here.
Yeah, it was. You had a lot of thanks afterwards.
Say again? Yes, sir. This has been an amazing journey. I've been coming to this tournament for 4 years now, and I owe it all to Shane Adams. That's my brother, and we train together, fight together, and come out here and win or lose together. So it was a pretty amazing experience to actually go head-to-head with him in the finals both days, and able to pull out a victory here. And really, to tell you the truth, between Shane and I don't really ever feel like either one of us is better than the other. It could have gone either way. It always does. It comes down to a broken lance and 1 point here or there. So
there's a 1 point victory for
my
you.
hat's off to him, and I love him and the sport, and I appreciate all the Knights coming, and especially all the fans that were here that were just going crazy. That was so amazing. And we thank our horses first and foremost, because without them, there is no jousting. It would look really stupid running down the list.
Just running down the list,
yeah.
And you can see him and a lot of other Knights of the Longs Peak Scottish Irish Highland Festival here in beautiful Estes Park, Colorado.